Hello everyone! The video today will be the second build we're making in the Spruce Starter Village tutorial series. I'm going to show you how to build this well here, along with this possibly secret mine setup underneath. On screen now is the material list, so you'll probably need to pause it. And let's start building. So starting with where the center of your well is going to be, you can place a block temporarily. Then from there we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 6th block will be a stone brick. And there will be a stair on each side facing the center, and then a slab in front of that. Diagonally, we're going to go stone brick, smooth stone, stone brick. And there will be a stair facing the center again, a full block in the middle, another stair, and then a slab in front of that. Diagonally, stone brick, smooth stone, stone brick. Stair facing the center, full block in the middle, another stair on the other side, and a slab in front. Diagonally again, stone brick, smooth stone, stone brick. Stair facing the center, full block, stair, slab, diagonally, stone brick, smooth, brick, and then that's our first layer. So on the second layer, we'll have a stair in the center. We'll have an upside down stair on each side of it, and then these diagonals, we'll just lift them up. So stair in the center, upside down, brick, smooth, brick, stair, upside down stair, another upside down stair, brick, smooth, brick, stair, upside down, brick, smooth, brick. Now on these smooth stone pieces, we're going to have ladders. You're going to need them to get up out of the water when this is an actual well. Above that, we're going to need logs, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now at the top of these logs, we're going to attach them all with trapdoors. So on the top part of the block, not above it, but along the top half of it. And we'll go 5 across. We'll go another 5 across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now we're going to bring the logs up again. And then we're going to face trapdoors towards the center. So we're not going to put one on the center. We'll put one on the 2 outside ones facing towards it. And then on these 2, and flip them up. And in the center, we will crouch and put a lantern on there. So same here, 2, flip them up. Go to the other side. Outer 2, flip them up. Lantern in the center. Outer 2, center, and the other side. 1, 2, in the center, then on the other side. And now we'll be putting stone brick slabs. So decide which side you want to be the front. For me, this is going to be my front. Front and back will be the same, so that doesn't matter, but the left and right will be different than the front and back. So this is going to be my right side. So I'm going to go out and I put a stone brick slab there, and then extend it out one, and then we're going to bring it all the way down to the pillar. And then we're going to bring it out one on this side as well. And then we're going to extend it out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's how long it should be. And then we're going to go to the other side. So we're going to bring it out one. And then we're going to bring it out one this way. And then down to the other end. And then out one down here. And then we'll have one more layer. So now we're going to go up a layer. We're going to have a stone brick trim. So we're going to go a stair, an upside down stair, another stair, upside down stair, and one more stair with an upside down one, and then an extra one on top here, because there's going to be something different in the center. So we're going to do this on all of our sides. So it'll be 3 back to back. And then 1 extra one on the top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And so then that's done. So now we're going to move over to spruce stairs, and we're going to fill in the gap between them. We're going to do the same on the other side. And then we're going to bring up our logs one. And then we're going to have stripped logs going across and attaching all these beams now. Now in the center here, we will have another beam going across that's going to have our bucket, aka a composter. Now we're going to have more stairs. But on the inside now, it's going to be a little bit different. We're going to have, on the inside, we'll have upside down stairs, but not on the edges. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So now on the edges here, we're going to have planks. So 2 planks, and then a log in the middle, and then 2 more planks. And so now we can do this layer of stairs going all the way across. And then our upside down ones will start 1 from the end, and it'll go 5 across. So now we'll go back to the planks, we'll do 2 of those, we'll do our stripped log, we'll do 2 more planks, and then in the center of this beam here, we'll put a stripped log facing up, and then we'll have chains. So there'll be 2 here, and 2 here. You won't really see those, but it'll for sure prevent things from spawning, and I don't know. I just like knowing that's there. So now we're going to go up another layer. We're going to have stairs going all the way across again. And same on this side. And then in between we'll have a plank, and then we'll have an upside down stair for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll have another plank, and then we'll have our stripped log coming up. And then we'll have a plank. That's not a plank. And then we'll have our upside down stairs for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll have another plank here. We'll bring our log up again. And in the center, we'll also bring our log up. And then on these edges here, we're going to put a trapdoor. So now we're going up another layer. We're going to do our stairs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all the way across. And same on the opposite side. And now we're going to have a spruce log beam going all the way across the middle. So you'll have to put something down first to attach it. But it should be facing this way. So you'll see it when you're hanging off like this. It'll be sticking out. And then you can just bring that all the way across and hanging out one. And then we have one more layer on the outside of this up here. And it's stone brick stairs. It's not going to overhang, so it'll be right here. And it'll go all the way across, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that's this whole part done. Now we're going to go on the inside. And on the inside, we're going to hang our bucket. So in the center here, we're going to put a grindstone. And then we're going to put 1, 2, 3, and 4 chains. And then under the 4th one, we're going to put our composter. And so it should look like that. On the outside here, the first spruce block, we'll put a fence, and on top of that, we'll put a lantern. And this will only be in the front and back. So this is my front, and this is my back. So I'll put one here as well, on each side. Now we'll be digging our well down. We can get rid of that center block. So the entire thing is going to be dug down. It'll be dug down 1, 2, 3. And now you'll be digging out this whole outer layer too, just under all the walls of the well. And now we'll just be using smooth stone and stone bricks. So the smooth stone will go under the other smooth stone. And then the stone bricks will be a full wall everywhere else to fill in all the space. So it should be this corner, and then it should go across 3. And then another corner, and then 3 more. If I can build properly, maybe. Corner, 3 more. And then our last corner. So now in the ground, we're going to dig out a space, and it's going to go all the way down to our mine. So it's going to be the center one, and it'll be 1 on each side. So the left and right side will be our tunnels. And this is facing front to back. And then we'll also be digging out the one in front, to the side, and behind those. So it'll look like this. And this space we'll be digging all the way down to our mining level. And then in these spaces, we're going to have dirt paths. So you can just turn all the dirt. I don't know why I did it like that. You can just shovel all the dirt, make it path blocks, everything that's left. So we're going to bring our mine all the way down so that when you're standing, if you look at your coordinates, it'll say -54. Okay, so now that you've cleared out all the space, it's your choice which side you want to be the ladder and which side you want to be the water. For me, I'm going to have this side as the water. So I'm going to have deepslate as the ground. And I'm going to put 1 bucket of water. And I'm going to have stone in those 2 spots, in this spot. So this side, it'll be 2 up from the water, so it'll be 1, 2, and then the third one will be a block. And same on this other side, because you're going to need to be able to walk out. Now in these 2 spots, we're going to have deepslate as well for the ground. And there will be a stone wall here in the middle, and then here. So it should look like this. Like this. So one side will be your water, one side will be where your ladder is. So now we're going to take the ladder up all the way to the top. So now when you're at the top, the ladder should be 1 lower than the dirt level. And then we did the ladder first so you can get up and down easily. If you want, you can jump down to the water if you put it down there. But if you don't feel safe doing that, you can just use the ladder. So now we're just going to bring another layer up. We'll do the one next to the ladder. And we'll go all the way to the same height, 1 away from the top. And all these stone layers are going to go all the way to the top like that. Even the one that I have the lantern on right now. Actually, I'll move the lantern. So, yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So above both the entryways and all the ones that are on the ground. Alright, so now this is how you should be looking at the top. And then what you can do is you can grab the dirt path and you can fill in above all these stone pieces. And then the only other thing you need is you need trap doors. And I'm going to have mine facing towards the back, and it just really depends on which way you placed your ladders, I suppose. And so it should be like this, and then we can add in our water to our well. And it shouldn't bother the trapdoors, so you should be able to do it in the corners. And that should, if you put it in every corner, that should fill the whole thing. So these three, you only need to do it in the corners, and then all the diagonal corners. So now when we get up to the second layer from the top, we don't want to accidentally waterlog our stairs, because there are stairs right here. So what we'll do is we'll make sure that we place them on the diagonal pieces, because those are all full blocks. If you look, all your water should be filled. There shouldn't be any streams or anything. If there are, you probably missed a corner somewhere. So now we can move on down to the bottom. Alright, so now we're going to go up and out another one if you're in the water. And if you're with the ladder, then you can just go out another one. And we're going to break the blocks and connect the two. So it'll look like this. These spaces we're going to switch to stone. And now we're going to dig so our room is 4 tall. And we're going to go out 2 more on each side. So 1, 2. So this is how that should look. This wall we're going to turn to stone. And all of your floor is going to be deep slate, so whenever you feel like it, you can change it to deep slate. You can always do it later if you want, at the end. So what we'll be doing now is we'll be making this whole room go down away from our ladder, and it'll be 12 blocks, and it'll be the same height, so you'll have to dig out 4 high and 12 long, including the one you're standing on, so 11 more. I'll give you time to do that. You can pause. Alright, so this is how your room should be looking. It should be 7 wide, and it should go down 12, and it should be 4 tall. And we'll fill this room first, because there's going to be some chests in here, so that way when you dig out the rest of the space, you'll have some places for storage. So we're going to start in this front corner, and we're going to use spruce logs, and we're going to go all the way up to the ceiling. We're going to do the same thing on the other corner. I'm sorry, it's not the corner. It's one away from the corner. You can fill in this back corner with whatever you want, or you can leave it empty if you don't feel like it. I'm going to fill them in. We're not going to see them because they're going to be back behind wall. And so now 2 from this log, we're going to put another one and go all the way to the ceiling. And we can fill in this corner as well. And then another 2 from this one, we're going to put logs going straight up as well. Now, up along here, we're going to put 2 logs going across the top. Same with this side. And then we're going to connect these as well. Now we're going to put barrels here. So you'll need 6, and then you'll need another 6 over here. And then in this middle spot, we're going to put a crafting table. On top of it, we'll put a lantern. Then we're going to use trap doors, and we're just going to cover this stone bit here. And this side will just be mirrored to this other side. So over here, we'll have another spruce log beam, 2 away from the last one, and another spruce log beam, 2 away from the last one, going up 4. I'm going to fill this space behind the pillars right here. And then I'm going to put barrels 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I put logs going across the top of them. So right here, this end point, we're going to have a beam going across the top, connecting the 2. we're going to have trap doors going all the way up and flipped up. It's going to sort of be like a doorway trim. We're going to have a lantern hanging from this middle ceiling. That's not a lantern. And this room is basically done, so we're going to put, for the ceiling, we're going to do spruce slabs. And it's going to go from one side to the other, so from left to right. And then we're going to do slabs here again, slabs here again. So every other will be slabs, and then the ones in between will be trap doors. So you'll have 5, and then in these in-between pillars you'll only have 3 because it's not as wide there. Now moving to this doorway here, this is going to be where your mine goes left and right, and that's going to be your strip mine tunnels, and then down this way is where your storage room will be. So right here we're going to put spruce logs, so they should be right along next to the other spruce logs, going all the way up to the ceiling. And then right here we're going to do the same thing. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4 will be another set of beams going all the way up to the ceiling. And then 1, 2, 3, and the 4th will be another all the way to the ceiling. Now we're going to connect, if you're looking like this, on the left and right, we're going to connect these beams. So you'll have 3 more stripped logs. Every one of these beams that we do, we're going to have a lantern underneath for our lighting. We're going to do the ceiling here again. So once again, we'll do spruce slabs first, spruce slabs every other. And we're just going to do it up to the point of this beam for now. And then we're going to put our trap doors going across. Now I'm going to mix in my deep slate into the ground and the pieces that it's missing, and that's this whole room done. So now we just have the storage section and the tunnels to start. And the tunnels are just a repeated pattern. I can get rid of that lantern that was temporary now. And here what we're going to do is we're going to be the same width, so it'll be 7 wide, but we're going to go down another 22. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. And that's how long ago. And then you'll clear it out to the same height. It'll be 4 tall, and it'll be the full 7 wide. So you can pause it and do that. Alright, so now you should have a space like this dug out. And so from this point, if you count the ground, all the way down to the end point, it should be 22. Your ceiling should be 4 tall, and it should be 7 wide, just like the other one. So now what we can do here is we're going to have another log just right next to this, another beam going up. It's going to go up all 4, same attached to this one. We're going to have it going across the top. We're going to put our lantern on the top, and we're going to put trap doors along the walls here. And same along the other side. We'll go 3. And so now that should be just a mirror of this side. So this is kind of your doorway again here for your storage section. So now what we're going to do is we're going to have barrels going 3 wide, and it'll go up 3. So there should be 9 barrels. We're going to do what we were doing before, and I'm going to put deep slate behind where this pillar is going to be. So it's just right there next to the barrels going up, because I don't want the empty space back there. But if you don't want to, you don't have to do that. You can just leave it empty. It's up to you. I mean, I guess mobs might spawn there. You might want to put a torch there at least. But I'm going to put these logs going up 4 right here, again, to the ceiling. And then we're going to do the same on the opposite side. So we're going to put our barrels 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We're going to put deep slate in here to fill it in, or whatever you want to fill it in with. And then I'm going to put my pillar back up. We're going to bring it all the way across 3. We're going to put the lantern on the bottom. And then over here we're going to put a beam going across the top of it. And then we'll do the same on this side. So it should look like that. And then we're going to put our ceiling up. It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as far as planks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. And then we'll put our trapdoors going across 5 as well. And then we're just repeating this pattern going down. So we're going to do this. It's up to you. It's up to you how much storage space you want. I'm going to do it 5 times right now. Well, 4 more times. So we're going to go over 3. We're going to put our beam. We're going to go over another 3. We're going to put our beam. Over another 3, put our beam. And over another 3 and put our beam. And that should be long enough for your 5 first sections. You can extend this whenever you want. So we're going to do the same on the opposite side. So if you end up needing more storage down here, if you're really a miner and you like doing that sort of thing, you can get rid of the wall that we're going to put at the end, and then you can extend it. So now we'll fill in the barrels. So there should be 9 in each spot. So they should be, fill up the whole space and go 3 tall. And if you want, you can fill in your deep slate behind there. You're not going to see behind the pillars like I already said, so it's up to you if you want to fill that in or not. So we're going to have our wood beam going across. And we'll do that the same on the other side. And so now each of these, oh, sorry, I missed one. And so now each of these, the 2 beams, we're going to connect them. So 1, 2, 3 going across, 1, 2, 3 going across, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to do our lanterns. You can do that sooner if you want. Well, I guess I kind of told you at the end. Then we're going to do our ceiling, so it'll be spruce slabs first, then trapdoors. Then we'll do our slabs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll do our trapdoors, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then our slabs for 5. And we'll just keep doing this, and we'll finish these ceiling sections. And your trapdoors should always be in the center. It'll always start with the spruce slabs first, along the beam. And now for this wall, we're going to use some spruce planks. And we're going to put planks here. And then we're going to put a few things here. We're going to put a crafting table. We're going to put an ender chest. And we're going to put a smithing table just to have those down here and have something at this end cap. And as you can see, this is going to be like you can easily move these and extend this place if you want. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to finish filling in my deep slate ground where mine is tough or some other block that's in the way. And we're only going to be doing this down the center path. Don't do it on these sides yet. And so then on these sides, what we're going to do is we're going to break this space out. Just the spots in front of each of the barrels. And so now what we're going to do is the left and right spot in front of each of the barrels will be wood planks, will be spruce planks. And then in the center, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a block representing what I'm putting in that section of chests. You can set these up in whatever order you like. I'm just going to put some here for example for you. So one will be tough, this one will be gravel, this one will be dirt, This one will be redstone, or not redstone, just ores, you know. And this one will be the actual, well, this one will be the, I don't know, the actual material. So like redstone, diamonds, not the ores. Basalt, amethyst, calcite, basically anything that you'd find down here that you'd want to easily be able to put away after you're done mining. And so now what we're going to do from here is we're going to take this space and, not including where you're standing, you're going to go another 16 down, and that's going to be in both directions, and it's going to be the same height. It'll be 4 tall, and it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then, well, it should be 7 wide, so from the center. So it should be 1, 2, 3, 4. And this other way it should also go 1, 2, 3, and 4. So just like this. This is how wide it should be. And you'll go all the way down until you go another 16 blocks. So this would be your first one, not that block. This is the first one. And then you're going to go down 16. And if it's not, like, you can always just extend it out one more if you mess up the length, you know? And these are going to eventually be extended too, because these will be your mining tunnels, so you can extend this whenever you feel like it. You don't have to do the full length if you don't want to right now. You can wait and see how I set them up and set up less than I do. But I'll give you time to do that. You can pause it. Okay, so this is how your 2 tunnels should be looking. And you can always put lanterns down along the middle if you want to light it up temporarily, because it will be a little bit dark and things might be able to spawn down on the end. What we're going to do here is we're going to, every 3, so there'll be a gap of 3, and then the 4th one will be another pillar. So we're going to do that going all the way down, and I'm going to put my my deep slate behind it, so that's not empty back there. And so we're going to do 1, we're going to do 2, then it'll be 3. I'm going to put these down so that you can see what I'm doing better. And then it'll be 4. And there will be a gap at the end like this. And your deep slate can go all in this back corner if you want. You can fill this all back in. Same with this spot. And then behind this one. And now we can just mirror them to the other side. So we're going to have 1, 2, and 3 more on this side. It'll be 4 on both sides, but I already did that first one, so. So we're finishing our log pillars. And then what we can do for every single one of these is attach them going across. And we can put our lanterns hanging from them. If you didn't use lanterns, if you had used torches instead to save on resources, you can always just put them on the sides of these pillars like this, on each side. And that would work just as well, probably better. I guess you'd get some more of those spaces in the corners. And so this is just going to be mirrored to the other side, so we'll do that afterwards. So now in these spaces, we're going to have deep slate going 3 tall. Across the top, we're going to have spruce planks. And then we'll have another piece going right there, so it'll look like that. And then we're going to dig this one back, and we're going to put a door there. You can use fence gates if you'd rather, because I know that mobs can break doors, so if you don't want them to be able to break the doors, you can do that instead. Either way, it's whatever you prefer. So we're just going to continue that for all these places. And by the way, we're skipping the first one. We're doing something else here. So don't put that here. That's not the right block. I'm going to go deep slate. We're going to break out our space for our door. I like having them on that side. I don't know why. I'm weird. Don't judge me. We're going to have our planks. I'm going to do our planks on all of them real quick, and then I'll do the deep slate. So there should be one empty space, and then there should be 3 that are filled with planks and deep slate and your doorway. So we're going to put our deep slate in, leave our space for our door, put our deep slate in, leave the space for the door. Fill up this spot, and then this should be our last one right here. If you wanted, you could always mix in some cobble deep slate if you didn't like the completely plain deep slate look. That's fine too. Just trying to save on materials and for convenience. So we're going to break out a hole for our door here. I'm going to switch this to deep slate first so that I don't have to redo the door later. And that's how this should be looking right now. You can replace your floor with deep slate. I like the look of the top of the deep slate. I think it's really nice. It's like a cool tile kind of look, but I mean, it's still more natural. Okay, so now on this end, what I'm going to do is we're just going to put a wall of deep slate. Nothing fancy. It's just going to be there until you want to extend it for your next one. Oh, I missed this door somehow. And so now for our ceiling, we're going to do our slabs. Oh, that is not slabs. And we're going to do our trap doors. This is going to be different because it's going to line up with the direction that the other ones down there are facing. So we're going to do slabs every other, and then we'll do our trapdoors in the middle section. So this way, hopefully you'll use more slabs than trapdoors. Save on a little bit of resources that way. But I really love the way that that looks in your ceiling. Okay, now in these 2 spots that I had you leave empty here, we're going to put another one of our beams across the top. And so these are kind of up to you what you want to do with them. For me, I'm going to do some furnace sections, just for example. So this will literally just be, oh, we gotta crouch. This will literally just be some furnaces and some blast furnaces in the middle for your mining. And then down here on the ground, we're going to put some barrels. Oh, I need to break the ground first. And so that's what I'm going to do for that section. Okay, so for this side, we're going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to do some automatic furnace setup. So we're going to break out these bottom pieces, going 2 back. We're going to put barrels along the top. We're going to put barrels along the bottom. I'm just going to put that one there temporarily. It'll be the front ones that we want. And I'm just putting them like this so that you can't see the tops of them. And then we're going to have hoppers attached to the back. So they should be facing your barrels, so that they're going into your barrels. And then we're going to put blast furnaces right there along the bottom. And then on top of those, we're going to have more hoppers going down. So it should be like that. And then the ones under these furnaces should be facing the barrels. And what should happen is that anything you put up here should get filtered into the furnaces, and then it should come out into these chests. So you can have a little bit of an automatic setup, and it doesn't take up too much space. And so I'm going to put trap doors in front of these hoppers as well, so you can't see them, and it should just look like that. And then over here on this left side, I'm just going to do some basic barrels on the bottom, and then we're going to do blast furnaces in the center, and then we're going to do furnaces on the side. We're going to have our beam going up right here. And then we're going to have our beam that comes across up behind it. we're going to have our ceiling now, so it'll be 3, and there will be 3 trap doors, back to slabs, back to trap. Oh, well, those are not trap doors. I'm really good at this right now. Okay, and then back to our slabs. We're going to put our other beam right here. We're going to have our beam going across in the back. And then we're going to have our beam going across right here. We're going to have our lantern right here. And so on this side, I'm going to do it different. I'm going to do composters instead. So we're going to have our barrels here first. We're going to have our hoppers facing the back of them. We're going to have more barrels on the top. And then I need to grab a composter. And so then we'll have composters going along right there, and then we'll have our hoppers going down into those as well. And so I'm going to fill in the deep slate back behind these spots, behind the pillars. And so the way we have it down here, this is just going to be repeated onto the other side. So you should just be able to copy again. And it should just be the same as this. You'll just have these sections, just like this, for your tunnels, and then at the end, it will just be your deep slate wall again, and you can extend it whenever you feel like it. And so when you're coming in, you're coming down from your ladder, or dropping down into your water, and this is what you should be looking like. You'll have your tunnels going all the way down, and you can extend it however far you want. You'll have the same thing on the other side. You'll have whatever furnace kind of setup you want to have here, or whatever other things you want to fill in there, and then straight down from your ladder should be your storage space. I hope everyone enjoys the build. I greatly appreciate you all for watching, and I'll see you soon for the next one.